Hey everybody, this is Evan Rogers, and we are talking about the next plague to befall humanity. The Chad Cougar. That's the end of that joke. Alright. If you enjoy my idiocy and you enjoy learning Japanese, there are a few ways to help me out. Patreon, $1 a month, you get all the extra stuff I make. Give me a tip through PayPal. All links below. Buy the best, and I'm not even joking when I say this, the best pencil on the market, or those really cool erasers that act like pens and you can just really erase just that little tiny line in your drawings. Or Teespring, show everyone how big of an otaku weeaboo nerdy guy or gal you are. I know there's a girl watching, at least one. Show them how nerdy you are by buying a giant shirt that has a kanji written on it. And there's no better way to just say, I am a weeaboo nerd. Believe me, I've been there. Dragon Ball is the reason why I'm teaching Japanese today. Here we go. We got, 小学校の5年生の女の子は学校の庭を掃除した時に毛がついたようです. Alright, okay, so this is a tricky, it's grammatically easy, but it's grammatically condensed. There's lots of grammar happening here. Okay, yo desu. Yo desu, after a clause like with a verb, it just simply means it appears as such. It appears so. It appears thusly. Notice how I'm changing all of those things, and appears remains the same. It seems, it would seem like, seem, appear as, appear so, appear something like that. It would seem. All of those ideas are encapsulated by a sentence ending in yo desu, or a clause ending in yo. Now be careful. Yo doesn't always mean something like that. There's a few caveats and there's a few whoop-de-doop-de-doos there. But in general, the idea of blah, 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 yo desu means it would appear to be that way. It seems that that's the case. Something like that. Okay, so what does it appear to be? It appears to be that ke ga tsuita, the fur. We've been translating it tsuku, tsukimasu, tsuita as affix, attach. Here they're talking about it touches somebody's skin. Throughout this entire video, it has translated to touches someone's skin. The fur of this caterpillar is connecting to, is touching, is arriving, is affixing itself to someone's skin. So that's how we're going to translate it. It touched someone's skin. Okay, so the fur touched someone's skin, yo desu. It would seem that the fur from one of these kemushis has touched someone's skin. Okay, so let's find out more about the situation. Okay, before it touched someone, before we say it affixed itself to somebody, we have soji shita toki ni. The ni here again is a point. We point to our knees because it's a point in time. The toki here is just simply saying when. I mean, the word toki literally means time. Maybe not literally, because I mean, it's a different language. But anyway, there is no such thing as literal. Toki ni, at that time. I think that's the best translation, because the word ni is saying at, and then time. At time, at that time. At a certain time. We could just translate it as when. So just listen to me when I get the entire sentence through my mouth and see if I go with when or if I go with at a time. Okay, so it appears that the fur of this beast has touched something at a given time. Toki is a noun, and that noun is being modified by soji shita. Okay, soji shita. Somebody was cleaning. Shita is suru. So it's an action, and thus somebody must be doing it. Something must be doing it. So soji suru, someone was cleaning. Somebody cleaned. So when somebody was cleaning, I went with when there. What were they cleaning? They were cleaning a niwa, the garden, the park, not a park, but like a garden-y type thing. Gakkou no niwa. Okay, so a school's garden. They don't mean a garden with flowers. This can be used. It might be. But actually, since we're talking about caterpillars and trees, there's a high chance that's true. Yeah, actually, no. So some of the schools in Japan have gardens in them. I remember I taught at one. They had a big garden with like a man-made pond there. So it very well could have been that. And in Japan, the kids do the cleaning after, generally before or after lunch, before they go out to play. So that's what's happening there. So the kids are outside cleaning, and apparently this happened in the Gakko no Niwa o Soji shita toki ni. So when she was cleaning the garden, the parky area of the school, and I said she because who's doing it? Onna no ko wa. So a girl, a child, woman, a female child, a girl. When a girl was cleaning the school's garden. What kind of a girl are we talking about? We're talking about a shogakko gonensei no ononoko. Shogakko elementary school, gonensei, 5th year elementary school. So this would be a 5th grader, as it is in English. I say that because in Japan, the elementary schools go up to 6 years in general. They have 6 years in elementary school, 3 middle and 3 high school. That seems strange to a lot of Americans. I don't know what it is in other countries. We generally do K, 5, 3, 4. So that's generally how it happens in America. Anyway, a 5th grade elementary girl wa Gakko no niwa soji toki, when she was cleaning the school's garden, kega tsuita, the fur of the bug touched her. Notice it just says the fur tsuita, the fur affixed. But what they're trying to say is the fur connected to her skin. Yotis. It would seem that the fur from this bug touched her skin. Onna no ko wa, and then we have a quotation mark. So we have a to hanashite So she said something. Onna no ko wa blah 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 to hanashite The girl said, "Kayukute yoru nemuru koto ga dekimasen deshita." Okay, so there we go. Verb nemuru, koto ga dekimasen or koto ga dekimasu to koto ga dekimasen deshita, koto ga dekimashita. Verb plus koto ga dekimasen, whatever form dekimasu might end up being, just means able to or unable to or was unable to, whatever the verb ending might be. Dekimasen deshita is was unable to. So was deshita unmasen deki, able to, was unable to sleep, nemuru. I was unable to sleep, said the girl. At night. Okay, so of course, yoru nemuru koto ga dekimasen deshita. At night I was unable to sleep. And she provides we can call this a reason. Sometimes the te form is best translated as the reason why. Kayukute, being itchy. Being that it was itchy, yoru nemuru koto ga dekimasen deshita. I was unable to sleep with it being so itchy. Something like that. Kayukute, it was so itchy. Yoru nemuru koto ga dekimasen deshita. I was unable to sleep with it being so itchy. Tsumetaku shite mo zenzen naorimasen deshita. This must be like a Japanese take on medicine. Naorimasu, naoru, is X heals. So this is the idea of heal, but it's intransitive. So like if an injury heals, the injury ga naoru. The injury naorimasu. So this is intransitive. The thing, the injury, the sickness is what is going to naoru. Naosu would be more of the idea of healing or fixing. Naorimasen deshita. It didn't heal. Something didn't heal. It didn't go away. It didn't get better. It didn't fix itself. Something to that effect is naorimasen deshita. It didn't get better. Zenzen. It didn't at all get better. It didn't at all. Zenzen. Zenzen is frequently used with negatives. Lately, I've been seeing it used with positives, along with amari. I don't know why they would be doing that, but zenzen norimasen deshita. It didn't get better at all. What didn't get better? Well, they don't tell us, but they must be talking about how itchy, the itchiness of the rash. Okay, so it didn't get better at all. Tsumetaku shite mo. This is interesting. Okay, so mo, te form of a verb plus mo, even doing. even doing something, even having done something, something like that. Okay, I want to talk about tsumetaku suru. Tsumetai is an E adjective. No, we haven't seen it yet. Tsumetai is an E adjective. And again, take off the E, replace it with a ku, you get an adverb, okay? Adverb. We saw this in the previous video with...
A few moments later.
We saw this in the first video with kayuku narimasu. Kayui, as we saw earlier, kayui means itchy, kayukute, kayui, kayuku. And notice narimasu. So something became itchy. Kayuku naru. X became itchy. Narimasu is X becomes. X came to be whatever the E adjective would be. And down here where we are, we have tsumetaku suru. Notice how similar of a pattern that is. Tsumetai is just an E adjective with a ku. Tsumetaku shite. Suru, it's a verb. So E adjective ku naru, it became the E adjective. E adjective ku suru, this is the idea of the subject makes it that way. So somebody acts in a way so as to do or make something be the state of the E adjective. That's a very convoluted way of saying make something a certain way. So doing something. So here the idea is, so the te form followed by mo translates to even doing, even though we did something. Tsumetaku shite mo, even though we made it cold. So think about the ku suru and the ku naru. Those are very closely connected. I want to talk about that. If your kitchen is dirty and you come home one day and it's clean and you're like, whoa, it got clean. I shouldn't use this because then it'd be the ni particle. Sorry, kire is actually a ni adjective. A na adjective, and I need to choose a different one. Let's say you make a stew and it doesn't taste good. And you get grumpy and you go somewhere and you come back in the pot and you take a taste just because you're like, oh, should I throw it out? And you take a taste and all of a sudden it's delicious. So while you were out of the room, the stew became delicious. Delicious is an E adjective, oishii, or we can even go with umai, but let's just go with oishii. It's the more common one. Oishi. So if it became delicious, it's oishiku narimashita, right? It became deliciously. It became delicious. Oishii, oishiku, oishiku naru. It became delicious. Oishiku nata should be past tense, whatever. However, stews just don't become delicious. People, I guess they can. If you let them sit, sometimes they become delicious. So maybe that's what happened. But also maybe your friend or a rat whose name is Ratatouille, Lemmy the rat from Ratatouille, maybe he snuck in and put some seasoning in it. So they made the stew delicious. And that sense of the word make, that's what this ku suru is doing. So he made the stew delicious. Lemmy ga stew o oishiku, oishii, oishiku shita. He made it delicious. So tsumetaku shite mo, even having made, I guess, the rash cold or cool to the touch or cool, zenzen norimasen deshita. It didn't get any better. The girl said that, oh, it was so itchy at night I couldn't even sleep. Even though we made it cool, zenzen norimasen, it didn't get any better. Maybe they put ice on the rash, I guess. Is that leave a comment? Is that what people do to rashes? That doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't ever think to make a rash cool. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Sunburn, definitely. That helps. Or if you burn yourself. Anyway, I don't know. What? Screw it. Let's just finish off the article. I'm gonna give you a bonus one, so you have to listen to me pitching my Patreon again. Here we go. So the poor girl got affixed by the fur and she's all itchy, and I guess she got better. All right, senmon no isha wa a specialty doctor. Senmon special. Senmon no isha. This idea. Senmon no isha wa isha is a doctor, and they're being modified as senmon no, so a specialty doctor. A senmon ka is a specialist, And so a senmon without the ka is a specialty doctor, a specialized doctor, a doctor with a specialty. So here we have senmon no isha, a doctor who specializes in this in some way. Wa blah 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 to hanashite mashita. He said a whole bunch of junk. What did that specialist doctor say? Let's read the second sentence first. Kaki sugiru to hidoku naru. Again, we have the ku naru. No de. Hayaku, here it is without a naru or a suru. Byouin ni ite kudasai. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of these e adjectives turning into ku in this article. Okay, kaku is the verb to scratch your itch, to scratch that itch. So kaku, the mas form would be kakimas. So if you take that stem, drop the mas, and you're left over with kaki, and you add sugiru, it means do something too much. So kaki sugiru, scratch too much. Kaki sugiru to, this to is a conditional. When you scratch too much, it's like the to of toki, or it's like the to of toki, but it means if. It could either be if you scratch too much or when you scratch too much. I'm going to go with if here. Kaki sugiru to, if you scratch too much, hidoku naru. Naru, become hidoi. So if you see this ku going into a naru, you should be aware that this is probably an e adjective, and you need to look up hidoi. Hidoi means terrible, not good, just generally not good, bad, awful. Hidoku naru. If you cheat in Japan and the elementary school, the kids will yell at you, hidoi, that's not fair, that's not good, that's mean. So hidoku naru, it becomes terrible. Kaki sugiru to, if you scratch too much, hidoku naru, the rash becomes terrible. I'm inserting the word rash here. There's no actual rash in the sense. If you scratch the rash too much, or when you scratch too much, hidoku naru, it becomes terrible. No de. So, being that it becomes terrible if you scratch too much, being that if you scratch it too much, it gets terrible, hayaku byouin ni ite kudasai. Ite kudasai, please go. Te form plus kudasai means please do, the verb. Byouin ni ite kudasai, please go to the hospital. Hayaku. I told you this before. Ku form of an e adjective makes it into an adverb. So please go to the hospital in what fashion? Hayaku fashion, quickly, early. This isn't the hayai for speedily. This is quickly, right away. Right away, please go to a hospital. So being that it gets maybe worse if you scratch it, please get to a hospital quickly. Or maybe a clinic quickly. So the sentence before that I skipped is the reason why. Mise de utteru kusuri de wa amari yoku narimasen. Again, yoku narimasen. We have a ku. This yoku comes from yoi, which is the fancy form of e. The e, like good. The word good is e. Well, when we turn it into the adverb, it's yoku. You might remember yoku naides. Anyway, yoku narimasen. It doesn't become well. It doesn't become good. It doesn't get better. So narimasen does not become yoku. It does not become good, well. It doesn't become better. It doesn't get nice. It doesn't get nice. Amari yoku narimasen. It doesn't get much better. It doesn't get very well. It doesn't become good. This de particle is showing us like the via, the tool by which it does not become better. And the wa particle is limiting. So we have the predicate of it doesn't get better. And we have a tool that's saying through medicine, and then this medicine is being modified by mise de utteru kusuri. So mise de utteru kusuri. This is medicine that is sold at a store. Mise de utteru mise de utteru kusuri. Medicine, again, you can modify a noun with a verb. Medicine that is sold in a store. The place of action is a de particle. So in a store, it's sold. The medicine is sold in a store. It doesn't get better. So this de particle here is telling us the tool by which we attempt to use, or the thing we use, and it doesn't get better, right? So via medicine sold in a store, it doesn't get better, much better. And the reason why there's a wa particle here is because they're trying to say, at least with that kind of medicine, it doesn't get better. Thus, you should get to a hospital where they can give you the good stuff, right? That's what's happening here. Misete uteru kusuri de, with the medicine that is sold at stores, wa, and I'm limiting it to that. I'm not talking about the prescription stuff. I'm talking about the over-the-counter stuff. So maybe misete uteru kusuri would be over-the-counter. So with the over-the-counter medicine, de, the de is the with idea. Amari yoku narimasen. It doesn't get much better. When we translate this, the wa particle kind of gets lost, but it needs to be there because we're contrasting it to the medicine you get at the hospital. So a specialty doctor said that with the over-the-counter medicine, it doesn't get much better. And he's contrasting it to, he's limiting the idea of it doesn't get much better to the over-the-counter medicine, which implies that something else at least might be better. So kakisugiru to hidoku naru node, being that it gets so much worse if you scratch too much, hayaku byouin ni itte kudasai, get to a hospital quickly and get the good medicine, is what he's trying to say. All right. Hey, that's the article about caterpillars with venom in their fuzz. Terrible situation. I feel bad for the girl. Have yourselves a happy, happy day. Peace out. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and share this video to everybody you know and yell at them repeatedly until they subscribe as well. If you'd like to support me even more, head on over to patreon.com, where for just $1 a month, 3 cents a day, that's it, it's darn near free, you can help me financially keep these videos coming. And as a reward for your Patreon donations, you get access to all of the miscellaneous things that I produce to help out my own students who I teach in person, and also just things that I make for myself. And if you want a little bit more bang for your buck, head on over to Teespring, where you can get lots of fun clothing, mugs, stickers, cell phone cases, all that I've designed. More designs to come. I hope you have yourself a happy, dappy day. Peace out.